I was diagnosed as having a migraine of unknown origin. As much as I wanted an accurate diagnosis, I wanted relief even more. I had lost 30 pounds from not eating, and when I was able to eat I wasn't able to hold it down. The doctors in my area pretty much said they couldn't help me anymore. They were frustrated that their tried and true methods didn't even touch my pain, and I'm sure some of them thought I was faking, although no one ever said that to me. I hurt so bad I just wished for death. I swear I'm getting to the glitch. I wanted to give the backstory and the surrounding circumstances so y'all have a complete understanding of the entire event. 2 months in and my mom had found a doctor who specializes in migraine treatment and management. I called for an appointment and they wanted to see me that afternoon. Their office was about 40 miles away. My husband couldn't leave work, my kids weren't driving yet, and my mom lived in the same town as the doctor, so there wasn't enough time for her to come pick me up. I had to drive myself. Note, I hadn't taken any meds since around 9 p.m. the night before, which was about 15 hours prior. I drove a Saturn Vue, which is an SUV. I went by myself and never thought twice about it. Here's the thing though, about 15 miles into the trip, I felt like I blacked out because the pain was so intense. I don't think I ever actually lost consciousness though, because I was driving, then I was suddenly in the very back of the vehicle, laying down. I don't recall crawling back there, and I certainly never pulled over and stopped. These were country roads though, and I remember sort of coming to and looking out the windows. I could see the trees as I passed by. At some point I sat up and saw my mom's friend's house and noticed that her car wasn't there and her yard needed to be mowed. I laid back down, and the next thing I remember is parking at the doctor's office. I was driving again. I didn't tell the doctor because I was afraid he'd think I was crazy, especially since no one could pinpoint the cause of my migraine. I told my mom, and it worried her because I guess she thought I was crawling around inside my vehicle when I should be paying attention to the road. My husband was always an inconsiderate dick, so he didn't believe me, ex-husband now, so I just stopped sharing my story. I knew how fantastic it sounded, and I knew people would think I was hallucinating due to the pills or the pain, and maybe I was, I don't know. But what I do know is my memory of riding in the back of that SUV so I could rest while someone or something else did the driving is incredibly vivid and likely saved my life. I'd love to hear opinions. Sorry for the length. I tend to be quite wordy, but I wanted to give as much info as possible.